Peace, God.
Hey, Dad. He's so good.
Hey, man, I got you a new book.
A new book?
Check it out. Check it out. Let me know how you like it. I'll be back. Man, this Bitcoin, this Ethereum ain't doing nothing for me right now, man. Gotta find some new investments.
Peace, God. What you doing?
Peace, God. Good.
I think this book is kind of inappropriate.
Inappropriate? Well, what's up with it?
It's inappropriate because look at these.
LGBT. Oh, man, I'm sorry about that, God.
I accept your apology.
Man, it's a shame, man. You can't even find no decent books for you nowadays without having to have these difficult conversations.
I have an idea.
What's
Maybe
that?
we should make a series of our own book.
A book series? That is a good idea.
7 volumes.
7, I get it. 7 volumes. What should we call it?
7 the Super Hey Rule.
7 the Perfect. 7 the Super Hey Rule.
And then maybe we could even make some bundles of it once we get to volume 3.
Oh, see, now you're thinking like a businessman. I like that idea, man. A foundational Black American children's series.
Perfect.
Visit www.godcastbooks.com and pre-order your book today.
Peace. This is the Black Dot, father, author, writer, poet, MC, one half of the dynamic duo, the #1 father and son podcast, Urban X TV. I am super excited about the new release, The Master's Table, by Sincere Love the God and RP Beats. This album is going to be crazy. It's the follow-up to The Spear and the Shield. Already know what time it is. It's got some dope pieces on it. You're going to love it. Also on the album is yours truly, The Black Dot. So you want to go to the Masters RSVP and secure your copy now. They got a bundle package. You get a backdrop, you get a poster, you get the digital download, you get the physical copy, you get a hoodie. The whole process is really crazy. So RSVP to Masters RSVP, and you can get that dope album, I Sincere Love the God and RP Beats, The Master's Table. You will never be disappointed at how dope this project is going to be. Peace.
Yeah, like that. Let's see what's in the God's mind. Listen.
I'm Allah in the person of Sincere Love the God. That means you're
Allah.
almost short like Tall Anthony Shaw.
Boom. I was gonna add some bars to that, but then I don't want y'all to steal. I don't want y'all to steal my flow.
Shit. Peace to the gods. Peace to the gods. What's going on, family? Welcome to another episode of Sincere Love the Godcast. As you should know, I am the God Sincere Love, and I am here, like always, with my lovely co-host, Nicety Girl. We in the digital building.
We back. My hair is uncombed for those that are asking. No, I didn't do nothing. I did wash my face. I did brush my teeth. I
Disrespectful.
did shower.
Just going to
But I did not
disrespect the
comb my
platform
hair.
like that.
Listen. I just didn't feel like it today. You know what? It's gloomy here in LA today. There's
Really?
no sun out. It's hot, but there's no sun out. It's really gloomy, overcast, but hot.
There must have been some crazy storm here while I was gone because the power went out and my garbage and recycling stuff was all over the place.
What?
Either that, yeah. No, I think a storm must have came through here or something while I was gone.
Or some badass kids.
I mean, the badass kids ain't turned the power off.
Oh yeah, that's true. So when you came back, stuff was blinking like it had went off, and yeah.
Yeah. But yeah, like you said, we back. I'm back home, man. For those that don't know, I was in New York. Had a family reunion this past weekend.
No, how was that?
That was great. To see the fam, chop it up with the fam. It's crazy because I was listening to Tariq broadcast, and he was talking about his family reunion. I felt like we was at the same family reunion. Like literally, it was the same shit.
You had the same 80-year-old long-winded auntie singing.
Yes, the same characters was in effect. But yeah, man, it was cool, man. A lot of my folks that I ain't really know like that, I never met before, got a chance to, make those connections and chop it up. And we got some of our family history too.
Awesome.
My aunties and them been putting in work, doing the research for our family and all of that stuff. And so it's like three different last names. Everybody came together, and the other two families, not the ones with my lineage, but the other two families, they got their shit all the way together. Like they know
Wow.
who everybody is. You know what I'm saying? Like they know whose grandparents is who grandparents, cousins, aunties, uncles, all the way down to the babies, great grands. They got it all connected.
Wow.
So we got to get it together on my side.
Right.
We got to get it together. A couple of the OGs on my lineage, they don't have 3-4 families. You know what I'm saying? They have 3-4 different families, so we ain't find everybody. We ain't located yet. But nah, yeah, it was definitely cool weekend. I had the kids down there with me, spent some time with my kids, all together. Except Ja was at his basketball tournament this weekend. And,
yeah, because he's on a traveling team, right?
Yeah. But yeah, and then me and RP and my son, we went and did some things. For those of y'all that don't know, we're gonna be on Shade 45 tonight,
Yes.
10 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. We're gonna be on the Rappers Out of Control show with DJ Clips and DJ Ease on Sirius Sirius XM satellite radio. Shade 45 is the channel. I should have put the link in here. I'll grab the link in a minute so I can send you guys a link where you can tune in. We're gonna be live on the Rappers Out of Control show tonight, and so that's gonna be fly. Make sure y'all tune in for that.
Yes.
I'm gonna see if
and
I
they'll
can...
tell us about the Hove experience. Of course, I want to know.
Oh, you
he's
do?
not one of my faves, but he's not one of my faves. But we can talk about it.
No, the Jay-Z shit is fly. Hold on. All right, let me talk about that, and then I'll find that link for y'all. But yeah, the Jay-Z shit was real dope out there in Brooklyn at the Brooklyn Public Library. They turned the whole library basically into like a Jay-Z exhibit. And so you go in there, it's huge. First of all, that library is a beast. You know what I'm saying? You go in there and there's Jay-Z shit everywhere. All the Jay-Z memorabilia, all his awards and plaques and all that different type of stuff. This RP calling. DJ RP Beats. I'm live on the air, bro.
Welcome to the Godcast. Since you calling in,
he hung up. Oh, you got disconnected or something, right? And so, yeah, me, DJ RP Beats, and my son, we went down to go check that out. That was real fly. We had a good time.
Is it huge?
Is it huge?
Yeah.
Yeah, so I said that library is a beast.
I'm talking about the exhibit itself,
The whole library is the exhibit.
Everywhere you go. Okay. Everywhere you go. Okay.
Everywhere you go in the library, they have different exhibits for his different parts of his career.
Godcast Entertainment, how can we help you?
Right. Hey yo, I'm live on the air, son. What's good? I'll hit you back later. Say peace to the family. I think they can hear you.
Yep.
Y'all can hear him?
Yes.
Yeah, they can hear you. I was just telling them about the Jay-Z library shit. Book of Hove. Gotta go back. Must do. Gotta go back. Yeah, RP say he gonna go back. He say he gonna take his daughter back down there. Yeah, that's a fact. I'm gonna holler at you later though, man. All right, peace. Yeah. So yeah. And then we did the We did the Judge Joe Brown show on Friday.
Yes, I tuned in. I tuned in for that. That was
I don't
dope.
know how y'all could check out the replay. I wish I had the link for the replay. I don't have it yet. I
Yeah.
don't know if they posted it yet or what. I was looking for it, but I didn't see it up there yet. But Judge Joe Brown's website, I think that's where you're gonna be able to find it. But it's gonna be on like Spotify and all of that other stuff,
Right.
wherever they put their stuff at. But when I get the link, I will get it to y'all. But that was dope. We did the
That was
Judge
dope too. Glad that you were able to give him his flowers, let him know that he's, a part of the Flower Song on the new EP, which y'all can get right now at www.themastersrsvp.com. But that was dope. And he also said that he may start tuning in to hip hop again.
You know what I'm saying?
Y'all inspired him
So
to start listening to hip hop. I was listening, of course.
Yeah. Shout out to Judge Joe Brown, man. Judge Joe Brown, he a real one.
He's definitely a real one.
Oh, I put the wrong banner. We'll get to that banner in a second. But this is where you get the music at. TheMastersRSVP.com. Go get the Masters Table. This is the album that made Judge Joe Brown say he might start rocking with hip hop again.
Right.
You know?
Right.
So you might want to check it out and see what it's all about. But they showed us love. They showed us love. It was a good interview. It was a good just conversation that we had with them. Shout out to Valerie Denise. She's the producer of the show and basically the host. She hosted the whole thing. And
Maurice, I think is his name. Mo, there you go.
Yeah, the brother Mo. He the one that plugged us in and got us on the platform. And he was even campaigning for us to open up for the judge at one of his upcoming campaign events. And so the judge sounded like he was open to it. So we'll see.
Would that not be dope? Yeah. Memphis, Master Elements, RP Beats, Sincere Love the God on their way. We're gonna claim it. We're gonna put that in the universe that happens.
Yeah, no doubt. Go out there and have some fun with it.
Absolutely.
And so the other thing that was crazy at my family reunion, right? It's a lot of God bodies in my family.
Really?
I did not know about. It's a lot of OG, like day one God bodies in my family because I got cousins my age. They might not necessarily be God body, but you could tell by their name. You know what I'm saying? Like I got a cousin named Lord I got a cousin named Kimball. I got a cousin named I got the paper with all their names. I was like, damn. I didn't even know that. These are people that I don't even know. These are people that I never even met before. You know
now, are they in New York or did they come from other parts of the country?
People came from all over. I think my cousin Lord I, shout out to my cousin Lord I, man. He came from Boston or somewhere in Massachusetts. I think it might be Springfield or Boston. Somewhere in Massachusetts they came from. And my uncle is my mom's brother, Ron. He's out there in Denver, Colorado.
Oh, wow.
Shout out to my uncle, Ron. My uncle Ron is on code like a mug. Yo. We're going to have my uncle Ron come on the show. We got to. He got a store out there in Denver. It's like a African-centered like an event store or whatever, you know. He sell the beads, the oils, books and all of that stuff, DVDs, all that type of stuff. You know what I'm saying? But he up on everything. You know what I'm saying?
My mom
was like, yo, I've been telling you need to listen to your nephew's podcast. Y'all got a lot in common. And so he never checked it out before. She was telling me about him because I used to be selling oils in the barbershop. She was like, you need to holler at your uncle. You know, you could probably do some business with him. And I ain't pay her no mind either. But yeah, that's my dude right there. And guess what? Is Jesse Paris in here right now? That's one of our moderators.
Is Jesse in here?
Let me turn my camera
on.
Jesse Paris is one of the moderators. He probably, if he's not here right now.
No, he's not here right now.
But yeah, my uncle know him. Like know him. He like, y'all was just
with him. Oh my God.
He had my store like twice a week or something. He like, I was just
with him.
Oh
wow.
Type shit.
Look at that.
So he vouched for you. He vouched for you, brother. He vouched for you, Jesse Paris. He said you a real one. He told me how they be hating on you out there and all of that stuff. So shout out to Jesse Paris.
I wish he was in here right now.
Yeah. So yeah, it was dope meeting him, man. And all my family members, but definitely him. You know what I'm saying? Because he was like all the way on code, tuned in with all the information and all that. You know what I'm saying? So that was dope. What about you? What you been doing?
I ain't done nothing. I have laid around and done nothing this weekend because I'm in pain.
Oh,
I've been working out with a trainer starting last Tuesday, just twice a week, and I'm in hella pain in a good way, but it hurt. Like today, I'm able to walk up and down the stairs a lot faster than I have been the other days. Like just looking at the bottom of my stairs, I would want to cry. Like this is the only way I can get water. This is the only way I can get food. I have to go downstairs. Yeah, I got my ass kicked in the gym in a good way. Shout out to Coach Bay and his wife, Jamal, from the Cleanup Man. He was also he's an alumni on the Black Business Showcase. If
yes,
you guys are wondering, but yeah, my son and I have been working out with him and his wife. Well, me with his wife and my son with him, and he's also mentoring my son on some business stuff. So shout out to them, but I got my ass whooped, and we'll be back Tuesday. So yeah.
man, that's what's up. That's what's up. I got to get to that. I definitely got to catch up with you on that one right there.
Right, y'all
But
gonna
yeah,
see me with I'm gonna have that defined jawline and everything in a minute. 'Cause right now, I still got that little extra chin piece right here, but I'm working. I'm working on it.
POV
I'm
after
working
you
on
hit the gym 2 days.
it.
That's
Yeah,
POV after you've been in the gym
right.
2 days.
Oh, I be showing out. Like I feel like every on my other Instagram, I'm like I want the before and afters. You know what I'm saying? So I have to like do my little mornings or
Okay,
afternoon
you
photo.
documenting the
Yeah,
process.
I'm
Documenting
documenting the
the
progress. Definitely, definitely,
process.
definitely.
That's what's up. That's what's up. And so anyway, guys, man, make sure you guys hit the like button as y'all coming up in this joint, man. Make sure that y'all hit the like button. Appreciate y'all tuning in to Sincere Love the Godcast. Share this out and let everybody know that we are live right now.
Right
We're
now.
gonna be chopping it up like we always do at this time, each and every
Yes.
Sunday, 4 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, 1 p.m. Pacific Time. This is our current event show. And so we're gonna talk about some things that's been going on in the news. Also, if you're not subscribed to the channel, make sure you hit that subscribe button and the notification bell next to the subscribe button so you can be notified whenever we go live with new episodes of Sincere Love the Godcast. So, what's going on in the world? Oh, let me see if I can find this link for y'all real quick.
While he's looking for that link, we are going to be chopping it up. Just, we're going to talk about our brother, Cube, right? Why not talk about Ice Cube? He's another one, outside of that weird video that he did with the mariachi band. I love my brother. I love my brother Ice Cube. I'm a West Coast girl, born and raised. So, I always gravitate towards, West Coast, hip hop. You know what I'm saying? I like both. Don't get me wrong, but I gravitate more towards the West Coast hip hop because that's what I hear. That's what I've been around all my life, but Ice Cube was on Dub C and CJ Walker, I believe it is. They have a podcast. You can check that out on YouTube. But Dewan B had posted some clips this morning on his Instagram about Ice Cube was talking about the remake of Friday. I think he wanted to do a Last Friday remake. And so he was chopping it up on their podcast about why that has not happened yet. And so basically he said it hasn't happened yet. It's because, basically there's no black enemy or villain or anything like that. Like black people come together. So that doesn't fit Hollywood's narrative. So
Wait, say that again.
He was basically saying that, the reason why the final Friday or the Last Friday has not come out yet is because it doesn't fit Hollywood's narrative. Black people basically coming together,
Yeah, I think he was specifically saying because the men come
specifically.
together and solve the problem.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
So that doesn't fit
It's a
Hollywood's
family
narrative.
movie. He was saying it's a family movie, And
Right.
family movies don't fit the Hollywood agenda right now. So he basically
Not
telling
black
you,
families.
right?
Not
Families,
black
period, but
families.
definitely not black families. Black families
Absolutely.
always been under attack, but families in general are under attack now. You know what I'm saying? Because now it's all about this non-binary stuff and all of this confusion, gender confusion stuff that they got going on. So traditional family that don't
I don't
jive
fit
with that.
Hollywood's not. The nuclear black family specifically. So, and of
Who would have
course,
thought?
Go ahead.
Who would have thought a movie like Friday would be so threatening?
Right.
You know what I'm saying? You don't even
Right.
gotta make a movie like Nate Parker did. You don't even gotta go that route and make a Nat Turner movie. Just making Friday is a threat. Type of shit is that?
Sad.
Having fun.
You want to play that clip?
Mm-hmm.
Fair use, by the way. Fair use.
This was on what?
This was on Dub C and CJ Walker's podcast, but the link that I put is from Dewan B's Instagram. He clipped it.
All right, here you go. Peace, was going on? Crown 808 in the building.
Peace,
Shout out to Crown 808. Shout out Iron Will, Shane Foster. I see y'all coming up in here. Make sure y'all hit the like button, share button, all of that stuff as y'all coming in the room. And the link that I just dropped in the chat, by the way, is the link for y'all to tune in to Shay 45 tonight at 10 p.m. Me and my brother DJ RP Beats is going to be live on the Rappers Out of Control show. The link is the chat.
That's 10 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, y'all. That's 7 p.m. Pacific.
Appreciate that.
Speaking of Friday, the IP. Yeah. Me and you talked about this. Why do you think, if they don't want to move on with the franchise, why they still holding on to it? Why not just give it back to you?
Friday is a family movie. The men in the movie work it out. You know, that ain't on Hollywood's agenda right now.
Damn.
That's why I ain't getting the movie back. And that's why it's not getting made. Because it's a family movie where the men in the family work it out. And like I said, that ain't Hollywood agenda right now.
Hey. Hey.
I mean, keeping it a buck, right? Keeping it a $1.05 right now.
Right. And he said something too. I don't know if this was the same clip, but he said something in one of his recent clips too about if you believe in freedom of speech, screw the consequences. You know what I'm saying? You're gonna have to say what you gotta say.
Period.
You know what I mean? You're gonna have to just say what you gotta say and keep it real out here. And so respect the Ice Cube, man. He been on one.
He
with
has
this
been.
podcast tour that he's doing. You know, nothing less that I expect from him. But you know what's crazy too? I started listening to Ice Cube last week, like every day. All his music. All his music, listening to all his classics. And I really forgot, even though I knew, of course, just automatically I know who Ice Cube is Ice Cube. But it's been so long since I listened to a lot of that music, I forgot how much I used to love Ice Cube. Like it brought back so many memories. Like we used to bump Ice Cube heavy when I was a kid listening to that shit. This 30 years ago.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? And so you have a whole different perspective when you listen to it as a grown-ass man. You know what I'm saying? It was one thing when I was a kid. It was just the curse words and everything. You know, of course, he could rhyme. But the way that it hit now, Cube, when we say ain't nobody talking how we talking, Cube been doing that shit, nigga. We ain't saying nothing.
Right. And that's what I liked about the interview. That's why you got to look at the entire video if you guys get a chance to go on to that podcast, because he talks about his beginning, and they did ask how we asked, what does freedom and power mean to you? They kind of have a different way. I think theirs was courage. What is fear to you? And some other ones, and he broke it down. And you can tell that a lot of Farrakhan is in there. You know what I'm saying? Just based off of his answers and stuff like that. Although he didn't mention him, I just know because I listen, to Farrakhan speeches and teachings and stuff now. So you just know that it's in him, and he's definitely fearless.
And again, when you listen, you go back and listen to everything after he left
Everything.
NWA. Farrakhan's name was in all those bars.
All that. Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? He was going in heavy. And the thing, what I was going to mention too about it, he was already on Delineation.
Right.
I'm talking about 1991.
Mm-hmm.
Ice Cube was already differentiating. You know what I'm saying? In his lyrics, he was talking about the tethers and all of that shit. I'm talking about 1991. Right. I'm listening to that shit like, man, this nigga Ice Cube, I had to put him up higher on my list. After listening to him as a grown man, I had to put him way higher on my list. You know what I mean? I ain't even, because I really don't have a solid list of, you know, my top 5 or whatever. I don't really have 5. I never commit to the 4th and 5th spots. I feel like it's a lot of people that could fit into those. But it's no way in hell Ice Cube is not in the top 5. I'll just say that.
Yeah. So remember, I don't know if you saw this a few days ago also, speaking of Ice Cube and staying on that topic, there was someone saying that it was, as far as who's first, second, or third, it was a top 3, and they put Biggie, Nas, then Cube.
They was talking about the song. Who had the best?
This record. Ether,
it wasn't Biggie. Ether, it was Tupac.
It was Pop. Yeah, Hit 'Em Up. It was Hit 'Em Up. No Vaseline and Ether by Nas. Yeah. There you go.
Yeah.
What's your pick?
Yeah. When I was thinking about it, I think the reason why most people say Ether, I don't know. I'm one of the people who probably would say Ether too, but I don't know. When I think about it, I kind of had to compartmentalize a little bit. I think Jay and Nas had the number 1 battle. You know what I'm saying? That's the most notorious rap battle. But No Vaseline is probably the best diss track. You know what I'm saying?
Right. And so what I saw was the opposite. I saw a lot of people saying Hit 'Em Up, and I personally said people are being biased because Tupac is no longer with us. Although it was a dope song, but Ice Cube made a good point, you know, when he touched on it. He was like, well, first of all, Pac had to get help, you know, writing that. Like, he didn't write all of Hit 'Em Up on his own. He was like,
what's the name on there? The Outlaws was on there.
Oh, yeah. He was like, and he said, I single-handedly basically went after 4 niggas and the manager. It was the way he said it, though.
Right.
It was super funny.
He does make a point when he says that. But I will actually rebuttal that too, because Nas didn't just go at Jay. Nas went at the whole Rockefeller. Yeah, that included Dame Dash and everybody. You know what I'm saying?
Everybody was getting that work.
Right. And it was just Nas too. So I don't know.
Yeah.
I mean,
I'm just saying. I just like to
what's up with those two, but
it ain't no toss up. 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 It's Cube. Throwing up the W. You know I'm gonna throw it up.
I wouldn't mind
I'm
giving it
biased as hell. I'm biased as hell though. I'm gonna keep it real. Like
I'm not.
I'm personally not. I didn't get into. I would say I got into Jay-Z. In the 90s, of course, but there was just certain songs. Like, I was not like, oh my God, I gotta go get this Jay-Z album and stuff like that. Like, I literally gravitated towards anything that was West Coast. If I heard Jay-Z in the club or heard him on a radio, great, I'll bump to it, but I wasn't like going to buy the CD. I wasn't putting it in my car and rocking to it like that. I gravitated towards anything that was on the West. And honestly, I don't think that's necessarily my fault, because radio here is also like that. And I'm sure it may be like that on the East Coast as well, perhaps. I don't know. But here, you know, they focus heavily on the West Coast artists. I think now it's a bit more mixed up, but for the most part, you know, when I grew up listening to KDAY, you know, the first hip hop radio station here in LA, it was heavy West Coast.
No doubt. But I think in my era, when we growing up, we listened to all of it, and there's a stigma about New York, especially on hating on the South. New York niggas was hating on the South. New York niggas was hating on West Coast niggas. None of that shit is really true. I've been wanting to talk about that for a while too, but
he touches that. on that.
Who, Ice Cube?
Thing. He does.
Because Ice Cube came to New York. When Ice Cube left LA, he came to New York. He got with PE and all of them. You know what I'm saying? He was embraced when he came to New York.
Yes,
we
he
with
talks
Cube heavy.
about it.
You know
I got almost to that part, a little into that part before I start moving around. I had to go to Walmart and all this shit today, so I haven't finished listening to it. But he did touch on New York. He did.
I'm gonna check that one out. But yeah, that's a misnomer about New York hating on the West Coast or on the South. When y'all niggas say that, y'all talking about the industry. The radio didn't want to play your shit or whatever. That ain't got nothing to do with us. Us niggas on the ground, we was fucking with all that shit.
And they're also talking about these little beefs, you know, when you're talking about Biggie and Pop. I think that's what people want to focus so heavily on, just those two individuals specifically, maybe a few others, but they focus so hard on that they're, again, not even thinking about it in a real way. Like, I think they're just so focused on those beefs.
While that was going on.
Exactly.
Method Man was on Tupac's album. You know what I'm saying? Red and Meth was on Tupac's album. The Outlaws is from Jersey. Like, none of that shit never made sense.
None of it. None of it.
You know what I mean? But yeah, I forgot how. I don't even know how we started talking about that.
Because that was the first. Well, we was just kept it on Cube since that was the first story.
We talking about Cube shit.
We was talking about Cube.
Because there was something else about Cube too. It was a headline basically saying that he had a feud with Ye.
Oh yeah, he went on Piers Morgan, and of course Piers Morgan tried to throw in, and I think some people, just for clickbait, were trying to say like Cube was coming after Ye, and it wasn't anything like that at all.
And that was the New York Post with that bullshit headline. That was the New York Post with that bullshit headline, trying to stir the pot. He didn't say nothing disrespectful about Ye at all.
No, not at all. Nope. But again, that's what they want, and I'm sure knowing Cube, he knows that too. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, that was just clickbait.
He just said, "Yo, he mentioned my name, and he didn't explain what he was talking about." And Kanye don't be explaining what the hell he talking about.
Right, but he also said that I talked to him. I talked to Ye. You know what I'm saying? We had our conversation. It's cool. We good. The end. Y'all not about to make a story, you know, or make some type of beef, you know, fabricate some type of beef. You know, we chopped it up, and that's just what it is.
Yeah, a couple of y'all mentioned Dr. Khaled. Dr. Khaled was all on the albums.
Yeah.
He was all on the albums. Dr. Khaled was spitting bars on one of them skits. Yeah. Yeah, man. Q, he different. I gotta give him his respect, man.
Shout out to Q. So our next story. I mean, shout out to Monica. Like, you know.
Oh yeah.
Like her little, you know, and I'll also read after we post the video, but Monica had a concert in Detroit. I don't know if it's a small venue, but she was, you know, performing at an venue in Detroit, and she noticed while she was singing some dude swinging on some female in there. And so basically she said in her statement how security wasn't doing nothing. Nobody that she can see from her vantage point was doing anything. So basically she stopped the concert like, yo, you know, what's going on? Hopped off stage and started walking over there. If you want to, you know, bring that clip up, and then I'll also read her statement.
This is Monica.
They call her Gunisha.
Listen. If y'all don't get that nigga up out of here, won't even fucking play like that. You ain't no nigga like that, nigga. You out your fucking mind? Shut
up. What's up with the security guard, though, man?
Man.
And there's one down
my
here.
thing is he's letting her go. He's letting her go.
There's another security guard right here, too. Closer to the person that she's trying to get to. You know what I mean? And like you said, this one just letting her go. The hell? That nigga look like he got a purse, matter of fact. I mean, it'd been that bad.
Don't use that security company ever again.
Can't really tell what's happening. I'm muted.
Yeah, because and plus I guess the person that was recording it from down where they were sitting But here's what Monica had to say. She said, I apologize there and I'm apologizing here for my actions, but no one would take action. I was so triggered. I watched and she didn't appear to even know him. It appeared to be about a space.
Hold on, beloved. Hold on, my bad. Is that nigga holding Monica's purse or what? Hold on.
Maybe he's holding his own purse because I can't imagine her bringing her purse on stage.
I'm gonna give him the benefit of the doubt and say he's holding Monica's purse, but that's a purse.
That's him holding his own. So she says, I apologize there and I'm apologizing here for my actions, but no one would take action. I was so triggered. I watched and she didn't appear to even know him. It appeared to be about space during a packed concert. He punched her with all his strength. My intentions were to prevent her from being hit again, and she wasn't. I asked for help. It fell on deaf ears. It was like seeing my mother or an aunt being assaulted. This woman was in her 50s. I pray she's okay. Happy Sunday to everyone.
Yeah. Now, Monica, respect to Monica for that.
Right.
Shout out to Monica for that. They always be trying to say Monica is ghetto or whatever, but you need that energy sometimes.
Damn right.
You need that energy sometimes. And speaking of that too, something I don't know. I guess people want to call it ghetto or whatever. I don't know. Something like that happened at my family reunion though.
No.
Dead ass. One of my gangster ass female cousins had to choke a nigga up at the damn.
Not a nigga.
A nigga. Yes. She choked that nigga out too.
Shout out to my cousin. Shout out to my cousin. You know me. You know my saying. Sometimes folks got to get popped. Sometimes you gotta pop somebody. So shout out to cousin for popping somebody.
She did what needed to be done. And you know, people was kind of mad at her a little bit, but she had a good point because the dude that she had done, I never seen this dude a day in my life, but I didn't even notice him that day until after the fact. But she made a good point because the dude was walking around drinking a damn 40. She like, this nigga walking around here drinking a 40 of malt liquor, and y'all ain't saying nothing to him, but the problem is me.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? I'm like, nah, you got a good point. We got a bad habit of just tolerating bullshit in the circumference.
Ghetto behavior. Yep.
We gotta start cleaning shit like that up. So, you know, Cuzzo don't gotta hem nobody up at the barbecue.
Cuzzo felt the need to pop somebody, and she did what she had to do.
Shout out to my damn cousin.
All right, so I don't know this dude. I've only known of him based off of this trial and seeing things on social media. But judge declares mistrial in YNW Melly double murder case. Now, again, I don't know him. I don't think I've heard anything that he's ever had, but I guess he's a popular guy.
He's actually good, too. He's actually talented. To me, I like him.
So what does a mistrial mean? That just means that they have to drop everything and leave him alone, or what?
So I was looking at it because me and my son was talking about this. My son been following this case since day one. You know what I'm saying? And so he always be sending me stuff about it here and there. And it's been a weird case, man. It's been weird all of these years. And so for those that don't know, YNW Melly, he's a young Florida rapper. And he was accused of killing one of his homeboys. They all were in the car together. And YNW Melly was saying that the shots came from outside the car, and the prosecutor was trying to say that the shots came from him inside the car, that he did the shooting. And so it was a bunch of weird stuff that been happening all throughout this whole case. It's been going on for years.
Yeah, since 2018.
Yeah. And so with this mistrial, I'm not even sure what it means down there in Florida, because I was looking it up when we was talking about it, and it wasn't making sense because what happened was the jury couldn't come to a affirmative decision. They couldn't.
Isn't that the second time?
Maybe.
I thought this was the second time that they weren't able to come up with a decision.
You might be right. I'm not sure about that. But that's what happened the other day. The jury wasn't able to reach a verdict, and they told the judge, you know, that they were split. And so the judge told them, listen, go back for a little while. If you guys can't come up with it, then I'll call it a mistrial. But I thought that was a hung jury.
Right. Which means that
Because a mistrial means that I'm not no lawyer or nothing, but a mistrial means that they did something wrong procedure-wise. They didn't follow protocol. They did something illegal throughout the proceedings. You know, somebody was denied their rights. Something happened that wasn't supposed to happen as far as the proceedings and the motions and all of that. And then you would be able to declare a mistrial based on, okay, you're not supposed to do that. So based on that technicality, a person could walk on a mistrial. But if the jury's not able to reach a verdict, I thought that was a hung jury, which means they could still bring the charges back. So I'm not sure. I'm not sure what this means. Is he out right now?
So it just says here, I'm just a few paragraphs down. According to Cornell Law School, a mistrial occurs when a jury is unable to reach a verdict and there must be a new trial with a new jury, or there is a serious procedural error or misconduct that will result in an unfair trial, and the judge adjourns the case without a decision on the merits and awards a new trial. So
it's both. And
it's both.
They're saying both of them are considered a mistrial. If the jury can't come to a decision, and if there's something that goes wrong, misconduct in the procedures, both of those are considered a mistrial, and so they can bring the charges back with a new trial with a new jury.
Mm-hmm.
But shouldn't he be able to get a bail or something if that's the case?
I don't know. It says Damon now. He's 24 now, has pleaded not guilty, and faces possible death sentence if convicted. So if they take him back to trial and they're able to convict, then he could face
the death.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
And also to piggyback off what you said, Damon, Williams, and Thomas were riding in a Jeep during a Cortland hearing known as YNW Bartland, I don't know, after a recording session in Fort Lauderdale when Damon fatally shot Williams and Thomas. Prosecutor said Henry is charged as an accomplice in the case, but will not be tried separately. So I don't know.
Yeah, I don't know either.
And they're saying that he staged the crime scene to resemble a drive-by shooting. That's what they're saying. He staged it.
Yeah, that's what they accuse him of. But they really don't have no evidence from what I understand. There's not a lot of evidence in this case. There's not a lot of evidence in this case. And if 4 of us is in the vehicle and I shot and killed, what is it, 2 of them that he's supposed to have killed?
Right. 2 were shot, 1 died.
2 were shot, 1 died. So what is the one that lived saying?
Right.
Is he saying
it's only 1 person, Christopher. Oh, no, it's 2. The killing of 21-year-old Anthony Williams and 19-year-old Christopher Thomas. So 2.
Yeah.
Sorry.
Right. But so we all in the car. I shoot and kill 2 people in the car. It's going to be hella DNA all over the place.
All over the place. And if you shoot him in the car, though, if you're shooting him in the car, how can he claim that the shots came from outside unless shots were on the outside?
You got to be able to tell whether the bullets were coming from inside or outside the car.
Outside the car.
That's something that's hard to conclude.
Right.
You know what I mean? I don't understand. So it seems at a lot of points in this case, when my son was sending me stuff, it seemed like he really didn't do this. But I'm not sure.
You want to hang a Negro?
I'm not sure though. Have you seen some of his conduct in the courtroom?
I mean,
this nigga is a little thrown off. I'll just say that. He's a little thrown off. That don't mean that he did the crime, but
maybe he's just tired.
A little thrown off, man. He be bugging out in the courtroom.
Maybe he be tired. You know, you sitting there for hours on end, cameras in there, like.
Shout out to Jesse Paris. Did you just get here, Jesse Paris? Or are you just now pulling up? Shout out to Jesse Paris in the building.
Hi, Nana.
Peace.
Oh, you see Nana in there?
Yeah.
I wanted to see if he put that.
But anyway, they're gonna be they'll be back in court on Friday to decide how they're gonna proceed with this case. So this Friday, if they're gonna retry him, if they're just gonna drop it, we'll know Friday.
The thing is, you have a right to a speedy trial.
Yep.
So he should be able to at least get a bail at this point.
Oh, so
Unless
he's been held without bail. He's still locked up. I thought he was
right.
alone.
Yeah.
So he's been in there for 5 years.
Yeah. Yeah. So they got to be able to file something to get him out. I would think. The case is crazy though, man. It's a weird case, man. I don't know. Watch out, man.
All right, well, moving on. So, Tariq talked about this on his broadcast the other day too. But y'all know Yeezy, how do you say his name? The one who's married to the Asian girl. Says his high-end Atlanta restaurant went downhill after he announced he owned it. It turned into Freaknik. That to me is sad, disturbing, because there's this mentality amongst, certain sectors of Black people that feel like they don't have to respect Black high-end anything, right? So you are on your best behavior when it comes to these white restaurants, institutions, whatever you want to call them, right? You're on your best behavior. You follow the dress code to a T. You go in there and you sit down and drink and eat and act like you got some damn class. But as soon as you go to a Black establishment, you want to clap your ass. You want to wear flip-flops. You don't want to comb your hair. You want to wear your rags, kind of what they were doing at the turkey leg hut. Want to dress any kind of way where the sister or the owner had to say, hey, there's going to be a dress code enforced because children come here. When I went to the turkey leg hut, children were there. I went during the day when I went to Houston, and there are families there eating. So why do you feel like you got to be half naked just because it's Black owned? Why do we do that? Well, not we, because I'm not part of that.
Yeah, exactly.
Why do they do that?
And that's exactly what I was about to get on with this story, because I don't like when they try to take situations like this and use this to represent Black society. You know what I'm saying? And so somebody like Jeezy, like it's messed up. I agree with you. It's messed up if that's the case. As soon as he announced that it's his, it start going downhill. But I'm gonna say this too. You are what you attract as well.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Because there are plenty of Black businesses that don't attract that type of riffraff. You know what I'm saying? But it's uncalled for either way. It's still uncalled for. But my thing is, those people don't represent Black society as a whole. You know what I'm saying? That's not. Don't put that on Black people, especially when you somebody like Jeezy, who, is questionable at best when it comes to Black issues anyway. You know what I'm saying?
He didn't marry a Black woman. He did not marry a Black woman. I'll leave it there.
Yeah, that's your gripe. I don't care about that necessarily.
He didn't marry a Black woman who was on her own show.
Bullshit.
When she was married, he's married to an Asian woman. And when she was on her show, what was it? The View, The Child, whatever the heck it was. I don't remember the name of it, but she was married to a white dude at one point. And on the panel, they were talking about relationships. And out her own mouth, and I'm paraphrasing, they were talking about dating and stuff like that. And she was just like, well, when it comes to the brothers, I'm down basically to have sex with them. But when it comes to marriage and a relationship, I'm down with the white guys.
I didn't even know she said some shit like that. But I know she has said some other problematic things too, though. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
She said some little slick shit here and there. I don't know, nothing that I can remember off the top of my head, but I remember a few instances we had to talk about her.
Yeah, and also her white husband left her because she didn't want to have a family. They had been married, I think, at that point for 13 plus years, and she never wanted to have children. That was her thing. Fast forward, get divorced, start dating Yeezy. I think they were engaged and married within a year or two and had a baby.
Hey, whatever, man.
Ching, ching.
Crown 808 got the link too. That's the link right there for y'all to tune in to Sirius XM tonight, 10 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Me and DJ RPB is going to be live on the Rappers Are Out of Control show. Make sure y'all tune in. The link is in the chat. Thank you, Crown 808.
And I have another question. So most high-end restaurants, though, for the most part, when you go in to any restaurant, there's always a host, right? that's going to, get your number of guests, to prepare you to be seated, and stuff. So if people are dressed inappropriately, number one, why weren't they turned away? I understand that's not necessarily what you want to do, but if people are improperly dressed, it's your right to refuse, service if this is a high end, restaurant, as he says. I'm just trying to figure out what happened in the front line, from the time that the folks entered. If they're not properly dressed, if they're twerking, in their seats and stuff like that. Like, why wasn't that handled, from the hosting desk? Because certain things can be prevented, up front. I'm sorry, ma'am, you have your booty cheeks are hanging out, or you have a bikini top on. Unfortunately, we have a dress code. Here's the dress code right here. But we'll happily, put you on a list if you want to come back in an hour, we can have your table ready for you, but you will have to change.
I feel you. You know what I'm saying? Like I said, I don't condone that type of behavior or whatnot. But I just look at this story itself sideways, because I'm like, Jeezy went to a publicist to go put these type of headlines out there about black people, and he not certified like that. You know what I mean? He don't got no clean paperwork to be. I don't take that coming from him. You know what I'm saying?
And again, I don't be surprised.
Criticize that, certain people can't. He's not one of them.
What the black man said. What the black man said. All right.
Yeah.
Sad story. Sad story. Sending my thoughts, prayers, to this young king, his family. Gilly the kid's son, YNG Chief, Gilly. Gilly the kid's son, YNG Chiefs killed in triple shooting. And I think this happened in Philly. So, it's just sad news, when you hear stories like this all the time. His father being, Gilly, very successful. I'm not sure if this young man was an aspiring hip hop artist or what it is that he was doing. But I'm just sad anytime I see, young black men being killed senselessly. So again, condolences and prayers out to their families.
Yeah, definitely. For sure.
Oh, he was a local rapper and son of Philadelphia rap artist and producer Gilly the Kid was killed in triple shooting Thursday night. Sources close to the family confirmed.
Yeah, man. R.I.P., man. Too many young ones.
Black Death. Y'all need to listen to that on. Y'all need to listen to that track, on the album, because every time I see this, instantly I think, who's profiting off of this? And that, what I'm saying, just listening. You always think it, depending on who they're signed to and when these things happen, but really listening to that song over and over again, you really, really, really start to think like, why is this only happening, to young black men?
Yo, but speaking of songs and shit, did you hear that country song? I forgot the artist name. Some country singer. He put out some alt-right song.
I don't think it was a song, because the song was definitely not alt-right. What it was is it's the video, the music video. Too. Oh, I just saw little clips online, and so hearing that, I was like, I understood, like, okay, the song. Then I started seeing clips of the actual music video. That's what made it more alt-right to me.
Yeah. They was on their bullshit. I watched the video. Heavy. I listened to the song, watched the video. And so they basically going in. What they going full on white supremacists. And
now Trump is
Jason Aldean, that's his name. Thank you, Ma. That's his name. Jason Aldean, that's the name of the country singer or whatever that made this record. Something about
taking that country back. Yeah.
Try that in a small town. Right? And so
getting their country back. What is it? What do you mean getting it back?
Yeah, they're going full on white supremacists, but it's like Dr. Claude Anderson said, we need more pain. We need more heat. So I don't look at this like a bad thing. Like some black people see this like, oh, he need to be canceled, and nah, turn it up.
Right.
Turn it up. Black people need to understand that shit is real out here. Black people don't need they need a constant alarm clock. You know what I mean?
That
Because
white supremacy is alive and well, breathing and kicking.
Exactly. Don't ban them off the radio or nothing. Play that shit. I want you to walk in Walmart or wherever the hell you go, and they got that shit playing on the joint, so you know where you at. That's how I feel about it.
I agree with you. You know, niggas got to get out their comfort zone. And then we only want to, whine and cry when you feel like some white person and hurt your feelings or something like that. Like, when have they not felt this way? So you shouldn't be surprised anyway. He's just saying out loud, how they've been feeling, and we've been knowing. So
right. Black people like to play dumb. No, nigga, shit is real.
Yeah, playing dumb.
Shit is real.
Say,
I don't want to make him go on no apology tour. He ain't sorry. It take hours to go in the studio and do that. It takes hours. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
He ain't sorry.
Right. Yeah,
what's going on?
No mistake.
Some chick named Star. How you doing?
Cousin. There was no mistake made.
Right.
There was no mistake made there.
Right.
But black people, of course, love to act like they surprised.
Yeah.
We love to play like we surprised about some stuff when it comes to white supremacists. Nothing that they say or do at this point should surprise you. You just need to be in a position where you're able to protect and defend yourself from anything and anybody, just like you do when it's your own. Speaking of, and I want to play this because I'm gonna send it over to the source material right now, because shout out to this black man, who saw this young dude, I guess, about to steal something out of his yard. You know what I'm saying? And instead of smoking him,
I like that video.
He wanted to talk to him. We need to see more of this. I don't expect to see this from the white supremacists, but I would love to see this from us. So I'll just put that in the source material.
All right. And yeah, Iron Will, I think you're right. I think some of the footage from January 6th was in the video.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. And he knew that it would stir up controversy, but not amongst his people. It's black people, emotional asses, that's more triggered.
All right, here go the video you were talking about. There's no volume yet, right? Yes.
I think there was. You can hear him talking to him.
I'm saying not yet, though.
Oh, okay.
I just wanted to make sure it was moving. Yeah.
What's up, bro? Oh. Chico, man. You alright? Alright. It ain't gotta be like this, man. Don't gotta be like this. We can talk. I just wanna go on by my way. Hey, just chill for a minute. Just let me talk to you, alright? I'm gonna put mine down, you put yours down. Let's talk. I just wanna go on by my way, though. Hey, everything gonna be alright, bro. All we gotta do is talk, alright? Hey, I done been there, dog. I done been on that side. All you got to do is talk to me, dog. What's wrong, man? What's wrong? A lot of things going on. All right, you got to put that down, though, so we can talk. And let's talk about what you got going on. I promise you. Bro, I ain't going to call the police or nothing. But you got to talk to me, all right? You can't do it like this. Let's just talk, bro. You want to make some money?
You want to get some
Let's
money?
talk about making some money. All right? All right? This ain't the life you want to live, bro. Come talk to me. Put mine down now. Come on in. Come talk to me, man. This is my brother, man. All right, my little brother. Let's talk about your little brother in the house, dog. Let's get from out here.
And you remember, you just reminded me we used to do the what we used to do, like the post of the week or something like that. We used to do.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that should be one.
Yeah, this is it right here. And okay, shout out to my son for posting that. That was actually my son who posted that.
Yeah. I mean, it was really, powerful, to me to see him, exercise that type of restraint, and shout out to the young man.
He saw himself.
He saw himself, and also shout out to the young man though for putting his gun down and trusting that man enough, to do that.
He said
So
the
that
right
says a
words.
lot about that. Yeah.
He said the right words. That's how you know that he was really tapped in with him as a human being. I've been on that side. I've been on that side, little homie, and it ain't got to be like this. You want to get some money? Let's talk about getting some money.
About this money, right?
He said the right words. You know what I'm saying? Yeah,
and
that
that's
was
probably
beautiful.
all he wanted to hear. And I recall in there the young man saying something about his brother.
Yeah.
Something was going on in his home. See, we don't know what people are going through and why these actions take place to begin with. But if we start to talk to people and get to the root of it and also offer some type of assistance, you may not be able to offer everything yourself, but you may be able to direct these children and these young men and women somewhere where they can get it and they don't have to make these type of choices. But it starts with, embracing them, number one, and not to the point where you're talking down to him. He went to his level to me. I've been there. Let's talk about this. You want to talk about getting some money? Let's talk about getting this money. But let's do it the right way. And I just appreciated that young man for trusting that man too.
Yeah. That was dope.
It was.
That was dope. That's a great case study right there.
Very much so. I loved it. All right. Who else we got? What else we got? I
want to see what the hell is going on with this John Amos case.
Something with his kids. Like, they trying to kill this man before he even died.
So I thought the son was cool. I thought the son was cool. I don't know what's going on, man. The Shade Room put this up the other day. They said John Amos's son, Casey Amos, arrested and charged with terroristic threats days after going live while his father refused to stay hospitalized. So he was arrested, charged with terroristic threats. I don't know. This is kind of vague about what happened.
I think that he probably went, in my opinion, and just looking at that video when he was with his father, and then the sister is, and him and the sister are bickering and stuff like that. I think he probably snapped on one of those, hospital staff. You get frustrated. Us black folks sometimes we like to cuss a little bit, and they call it terroristic threats. That's what I'm thinking. Maybe.
Yeah, LA Times said in the weeks leading to his arrest, KC was removed as his dad's medical power of attorney. I thought he was cool because in the videos, he was by his dad's side, like his dad was holding his hand, and he was yelling at the daughter, like, you know what I mean? And he was holding his son's hand, like this the only one I got right here. That's what it looked like in the video.
But I think that they took the medical power of attorney for him and made it like the hospital the power of attorney. I don't think they gave it to a daughter or anything.
But still, why would they take it away from him?
Because he ain't doing what they want him to do.
Under your son's auspices. To go where? Where's your medicine, John? Where's your medicine? Where are your doctor's instructions? Where's your release from Kessler's Institute?
I'll be more than willing to come back for future treatment, but I don't want to stay another.
You won't have to worry about future treatment if you leave. You have a few more days here. What's the rush?
Because you've denied me access to him.
You're sitting right next to him now, and talk to your father about that denied access. Don't talk.
Do you know how many police had to show up?
I really
for me to see my father.
I don't know who showed up or why, but I understand. Now.
Why would you deny access to my father on Father's Day? He decided to.
Why would you? He decided. No, he didn't. You did.
Why would you deny access to me on Father's Day?
I have not denied access.
Yes, you did. I was removed from Memphis Hospital as per your request.
I live in New Jersey.
Stop.
You were in.
See, or what the...
That's the first time I saw that particular video right there. I don't know what the hell is going on. It do seem like the son might be on some bullshit. Seem like the son might be on some bullshit.
They want to, they don't know if they on the wheel or something. I don't know.
Hold on 1 second. Let me play this part.
I'm talking to him.
Stop now.
Ask him.
Stop now. Stop the dialogue between the two of you right now, please.
John, you need to be in the hospital.
I'm not going back in there.
You have no choice.
I have no choice.
You don't want your son in trouble taking you from the hospital. He's already being charged with elder abuse, allegedly. So why would...
Oh, wow. Hold on.
John sound like he in his right mind to me though.
Yeah, he do. He know what he want and what he don't want.
Right.
It might not be what's best for him. It might not be what's best for him, but he know what he want and what he don't want, clearly. But
maybe he doesn't want to be in that facility.
He said he don't mind coming back for treatment. He just don't want to stay there. You know what I'm saying? His son sounds like a tragic mulatto. Really.
The daughter too. Don't leave her out. I've seen her ass.
Hold on.
Would you do that?
What are the claims of elder abuse? What do you?
Right here. Look at this.
Oh, she's full of it.
Look at this.
She's full of it.
Don't say with this
What is
dialogue.
this? What is this?
I'm not going back into the hospital. If you do so, it'll be against my will. Stop now.
Talk to your father.
Yeah, I don't know what's going on here, man.
And I thought that a hospital cannot take someone against their will. And I'm not sure if that's a California thing, but a person out here with complete no mental capacity at all, but can say yes, no, or I don't want to be here, you can't force them to stay in a hospital. Period.
Right.
If they sign themselves out, they sign themselves out. You know what I'm saying? So he like he said, if you guys take me back in there, you're taking me against my will. The man sounds like, he definitely has all his faculties. I just don't know what's medically wrong, but
yeah.
And he's told his son, let's not continue with this dialogue.
He's still aware of the media and all that. He's aware. He's very much aware. So yeah, it's sad though, man. Sad.
It's embarrassing. It's embarrassing.
Well, man, love and light to the OG, John Amos, man. Hope everything works out with the family. But I think that might be it. You got one more?
Well, no, we got one more. We got to talk about this. Not that it's funny, because it's not funny to me. But New Jersey real estate influencers accused of $2 million apartment scam. And that is going to be y'all friend
Envy.
DJ Envy and whoever his co-conspirator is. So they've been out here scamming folks. And what's his name? Tony the Closer.
Allegedly.
Tony the Closer has been on their heads. DJ Envy actually sent him a cease and desist on Friday.
Listen, so Tony the Closer, I don't know. I guess in order for him to have hold on. Oh yeah, I did that right. In order for him to have the platform that he has for this long, there must be some legitimacy to some of the stuff that he does. But some of the people that I see him so-called exposing, I just wasn't convinced. I'm like, where's the scam?
Right.
I'm like, where's the scam? Like some of the people that he's accusing are very much legit.
Yeah. Have you seen his list?
I seen
He put a list.
I don't know if it was his.
Let me find it and we can put it up if you want. But Tony, here we go. So he put his top. I think it's the top 10, if I'm not mistaken. Here it is. Yep, I'm about to put it in the thing. And this is who he.
Didn't he lose a case against Jay Morrison?
Jay Morrison. Yep.
Didn't he lose the case?
Not necessarily lost the case, but he didn't go to court or something. And he said that he wasn't notified and all this bullshit. So by default, Jay Morrison was given the case win by default, basically.
But why you ain't show up to court? You go through all of this.
He claimed he didn't know.
You do the close, you the exposer and all of that shit. Like
he claimed that they sent the information to one of his other houses that he don't be there like that. Of course, niggas gonna be niggas playing. Niggas got a reason.
What y'all think in the chat about if y'all familiar with Tony the Closer? Do he really be exposing people, or
I don't?
Is he just a hater? Which one is it?
I don't follow him like that. To be honest.
Which one is it, man? Because some of the people that he accused of scamming people out here, they ain't scamming nobody, man. But I don't know.
And also, I went in the comments because one on his list, if you look on there, he put BWO and he put all of them. And our brother being next jumped right into the comments and he apologized to him.
He
It's in
apologized to
there.
Ben X?
He definitely apologized to Ben. So it's
Okay.
in there because Ben X definitely went into the comments and was like, yo, blah, blah, blah. And so he specifically, there was an apology to him.
Brother Ben got too many receipts.
Yeah.
He documents everything. He got way too many receipts.
Now, only one that I can say for sure on this list that definitely is a scammer, I'm going to say, for me, Brother Polite, after this little thing. I'm going to say, Brother Polite. All the other ones I can't attest to.
I never even, to be honest, I haven't even seen evidence of Brother Polite scamming anybody. I'm not saying yay or nay. I'm just saying
scam. I'm just going to say, shit, if you messing with a little girl.
That's not a scam. That's something else.
Shit, I'm putting it. That's all the above to me. Like if you're capable of doing that, you're capable of anything to me.
Yeah.
What's going on with that case? Well, supposedly he was pleading guilty. I think the sentencing is going to be in August.
He pled guilty to something?
Yeah, he was convicted. The sentencing is supposed to be in August and stuff. But yeah, and she was 14 years old.
Yeah.
And this was one of his girls' daughter. And shout out to the mother because she immediately took her child to the ER to get a rape kit. His semen was found on her. Like, how it get on her? He was taking her to a club, all this other stuff, So, I mean, it's hard to kind of, where'd that come from, sir? And again, shout out to the mother who didn't waste no time and took her daughter.
Right. And so I was just saying, as far as Tony the Closer goes, you're not exposing nothing. That's out there. That's something that's just out there.
That's out there, right?
You know what I mean? But whatever. What was we talking about? Oh, we talking about envying them. So envying them. New Jersey real estate influencers are accused in $2 million apartment scam. Investors claim the couple, that's funny, disappeared with money after pitching 50-unit project. 2 New Jersey real estate influencers on prominent radio DJ have been accused of taking a $1.5 million investment for an apartment project that never materialized. Anthony Barone and Anthony Martini filed a lawsuit last week in New Jersey Supreme Court regarding the alleged fraud. NorthJersey.com reported the pair are seeking compensatory, consequential, and punitive damages. Barone and Martini are accusing Caesar and Jennifer Pina, so Envy is not accused in it, who post real estate projects and commentary on social media of taking off with their combined investment for projects including the 50-unit Taylor apartment slated for Main Street in Patterson. Let me read that again. Barone and Martini are accusing Caesar and Jennifer Pina, who post real estate projects and commentary on social media, of taking off with their combined investment for projects including the 50-unit Taylor apartments slated for Main Street in Patterson, New Jersey. So in 2018, Barone heard DJ Envy of Power 105 talking about his partnership with the Pinas, a partnership of on full display on Caesar Pina's website. The partnership saw DJ Envy buy undervalued Patterson homes and flip or rent them, according to the lawsuit. So this is not accusing Envy of anything. His name is just coming up because he's popular, and I guess he's
a partner though, but he's also a partner. So as a partner on these projects, of course you're going to be included in the lawsuit, right?
But it sounds like he's not included in the lawsuit. It doesn't say he's being sued. It says let me see. Let me go back a little bit. Barone and Martini are accusing Caesar and Jennifer Pina. They're not accusing Envy. In 2018, Barone, they saying the reason why they rocked with them because they heard Envy bigging them up.
Gotcha.
Talking about the partnership and all of that. They'd seen Envy flipping homes in Jersey and all of that, and he's clicked up with this dude. So Envy and the Peanuts specifically pitched a pair of investors on the Taylor Apartments the following year, the investors claim. According to the lawsuit, Martini soon received a formation certificate and a stock purchase agreement to buy 25% of the project, leaving the rest to Jennifer.
They're basically at the end of this, they're accusing them of running a Ponzi scheme.
Right. Once they got the money, they just stopped communicating and ain't hear nothing back. Ain't no houses. Ain't no nothing. So I don't know what's going on here. But like I said, it doesn't sound like Envy is named in the lawsuit itself, but it works for headlines.
That's it. And before we close out, did anybody hear y'all Kamami, y'all VP Kamami, bopping her head, and wagging her fingers about what DeSantis is doing over there in Florida with the, Black history, teachings, etc. And she just waving and wagging, and Black people, oh, she's telling him right. When you look on the social media posts like the Shade Room and other people on Twitter, oh yeah, she's telling them she's so right. What the hell is she doing specifically for you fools? Because my thing is, when has public schools ever taught us our history?
Facts.
Like, I don't understand. Like, it sucks. Don't get me wrong. And they should definitely not lie and say that slavery somehow benefited, Black people. It did not. Right. It was not beneficial to us at all. You know what I'm saying? So that we're not going to lie about it. But at the end of the day, I don't want to hear or see her wagging her finger because, bitch, you ain't done nothing. And I guess I did call her a bitch.
Yeah, all they doing is just trying to create a
tap into the emotions. Yeah.
Yeah, they're trying to create a boogeyman because if you listen to her, and I ain't even hear her, but I can tell you right now, she's not talking about doing anything. She's not getting to the doing part.
No.
I can tell you that right now. They ain't getting to what they're going to do about it part.
Nothing. The only thing they're doing anything for is damn Ukrainians. Now Ukrainians who have not paid into Social Security here are now receiving free Social Security benefits and housing and joining your police departments and things like that all over the world. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? To practice more overt white supremacy against us. This is what they're allowing, and they're funding it. They're funding it.
Yeah, man.
Oh, but she was just going. She was just wagging. Girl, sit down.
All right, family. So I just want to remind y'all that tonight, me and my brother DJ RP Beats will be on the Rappers Out of Control show on Shade 45, Sirius XM satellite radio. You guys can tune in via the link that Crown 808 was posting in the chat, and I think I got it on my clipboard right here. Let me see.
Maybe you need to put that on your link tree. On your can you put that in your link tree? I'll put it in mine as well. That way, if you guys are following us, you can always click the link, in the bios, and make sure that you guys are tuned in tonight, 10 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. That's 7 p.m. Pacific Standard Time.
If I get a link specifically to that interview, once it's done, I might add that to the bio. But this is the link is going to bring you to their website, the SiriusXM website.
Okay.
And so you could just listen in live at 10 p.m. All you got to do is click listen live, and you can listen live at 10 p.m. That's when the Rappers Out of Control show comes on, and me and RP Beats will be live in the building. So, yeah.
Look at them doing big things around here. We so proud of y'all, you and RP Beats. You know what I'm saying? Like, this album came out when? When did it officially drop? What month was that officially?
March.
Yeah, so yes, like, let us give y'all your flowers right now for a dope-ass album.
Appreciate it. We still pushing it. We still rocking with it.
Yes.
We was working on some other stuff while I was out there this week that y'all can stay tuned for. A couple of surprises, maybe. We'll see what happens.
We like good surprises. Don't make us wait too long, because you Negroes like to be playing and stuff. I get anxious. I'm impatient.
Nah, we're not about to do a whole full project right now anyway, so
But you know, the little surprise or big surprise, you know, the surprise. You know, we greedy. We want it now.
This is what I'm saying. This is what I'm saying. We shouldn't. We ain't doing nothing that's gonna take forever.
Okay.
This is what I'm saying.
So we'll be asking every week.
So they go to links in the chat for y'all to tune in tonight, man. Make sure y'all show up and show out, because I think you may be able to call in too. I'm not sure, but just listen.
Ooh, hopefully. Well, also, you guys don't forget this Wednesday, we're back with another episode of the Black Business Showcase. Who's going to be on? I don't know, because it's over there. But make sure you tune in this Wednesday, 6 p.m. Pacific Standard Time, 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Again, this is going to be the FBA Dallas Expo Vendor Edition. So make sure you guys are tuned in this Wednesday. We will be back for another episode and another Black business owner, entrepreneur.
Yes, indeed. And so that does it for today's episode. Appreciate everybody tuning in with us today. Everybody checking us out on the replay. Leave us some comments. We want to hear your feedback about the topics and everything like that. Make sure that y'all stream the music. It's available on all streaming platforms. The Master's Table, DJ RP Beats, Sincere Love to God. Make sure that you buy our children's book at godcastbooks.com.
Seven, the Super Heyru, Seven's Big Move.
Yes, indeed. Yes, indeed. All of that good stuff. Go check it out. And remember, we are not the master teachers, but we are the master students and signal boosters for the voices of the new Black media. See y'all in a couple days. Peace and Black love.
Yeah, like that. Let's see what's in the God's mind. Listen.